सूत्रधार में सुनते हैं पंचतंत्र की कहानियां।
श्रूयते हि कपोतेन शत्रुः शरणमागतः पूजितश्च यथा न्यायं स्वैश्च मासैर्निमन्त्रितः।
It is said that a pigeon sacrificed its life to satiate the hunger of his guest, a hunter who had imprisoned his wife. A hunter used to live in some forest, and due to his violent deeds, even his kinsmen had abandoned him. One day, a pigeon came to the hunter's hand. So he captured the pigeon in a cage and started taking her home. Suddenly, the forest was covered with clouds, and darkness took over. It became difficult to see anything due to the storm. So, the hunter stood under a tree. After some time, the clouds dispersed, and twinkling stars could be seen in the sky. Due to cold and hunger, the hunter started shouting loudly, "Anyone who is listening to my voice, consider me your guest and arrange something for me to eat." The pigeon sitting on the tree was worried, since his wife had not returned. When his wife didn't even return during the evening, he started crying loudly and reached near the hunter's cage. Listening to her husband's voice, the she-pigeon said to him, "Oh husband, this hunter catching birds is surely a sinner. But right now he is our guest, and it is our duty to protect him. A guest who comes during the evening gives all his sins to the house owners and takes the fruit of all their holy deeds if he is not respected. I am imprisoned because of the deeds of my past life. So don't blame this hunter and don't be angry at him." After listening to his wife, the pigeon went to the hunter and asked him his needs, to which the hunter asked the pigeon to do something about the cold. The pigeon immediately brought some dry branches and leaves and dropped a burning branch on them. From their warmth, the hunter felt really good. But now, the pigeon started wondering how to satiate the hunger of the hunter. After thinking for some time, the pigeon threw himself in the fire to satiate the hunter's hunger. After seeing the sacrifice of the pigeon, the hunter felt ashamed of his violent deeds, and he opened the cage in which the pigeon's wife was imprisoned. The she-pigeon, on seeing her husband dead, started crying and threw herself in the same fire. Within moments, the pigeon went near his wife in the divine viman, decorated with divine ornaments, and said, "What you did was very good." And both of them went to heaven. Looking at this scene, the hunter was full of remorse and jumped into the fire. He also attained salvation and went to heaven. In this story, we saw how the she-pigeon got caught in the hunter's cage, and how the pigeon was so angry at the hunter for being separated from his wife. But even after being caught in the hunter's cage, she considers the hunter her guest and asks her husband to satiate his hunger and to do something for his cold. To satiate his guest's hunger, the pigeon sacrifices his life and jumps into fire. After him, the she-pigeon and the hunter also jump into fire. Considering their guest a god, the pigeon and his wife performed deeds which led them to attainment of heaven. Therefore it is said that a guest is akin to God. He should always be respected.